Alright, let's just start this.
TVZ, my favorite matchup to watch, not play. So
this is a new map by Minerals, once again.
And the top side, we have the yellow, I don't know. And on the bottom, we have the yellow, I don't know either.
I love the trees behind the mineral lines.
Press shift tab, please.
Some empty branches. And like a baby evergreen tree.
But look how open, there's like one mineral patch open. I already see so many zealots just walking in there, terrorizing my drones.
We can fit at least 4 of those in there, yeah.
This boy can fit so many zealots. It's like there's 4 zealots in there. My link's trying to kill them.
Well, I think a bigger gap wouldn't be good for Protest, right?
Yeah, this is actually perfect. I think there's actually like place for 4 zealots.
I'm guessing it's in Zerg's advantage if there's a bigger gap.
Hello, my friends. I am back.
Hello.
So we were talking about the gap between the minerals.
Between the minerals and the
There's a gap between the minerals. And I guess if Protoss sends Zealots there, Zerg can get a better surround on them.
in the 12 o'clock position, yeah, don't look at that. This map was literally like in say release. This is the first time this map has been played since it's been accepted into the STPL final, the map contest finals.
Look at the drone.
There's some improvements that need to be done. I'll definitely take note of that because you're absolutely correct. I didn't realize that.
I didn't think that's a bad thing.
It is.
I think it's absolutely terrifying.
It's definitely necessary for that to be there.
For the gap to be bigger or smaller?
For there to be a gap for zealots to run in between and hide in between minerals.
Warsberg was joking around because he thought more zealots could be snuck in there, but I don't think it's good for Protoss because Zerg can get a better surround. So this drone has pretty much given us vision of what the middle looks like.
Mm-hmm. They just finished this map last night. It's not 100% done, but
the most important question is: can you fit 2 gateways on that buildable terrain in the middle? I'm at the one that's surrounded by unbuildable terrain.
Do not.
Yeah, and those also don't give you much vision. They really, I think, restrict the vision that you have.
You're definitely restricted, but you can fit 1 gateway. Actually, looks like yes, you can fit 2 gateways in there. Fuck, I didn't realize that. Not be able to proxy in that. Thank you for pointing that out. I'm gonna write that down right now. I just actually got off the
paranoid 1400 MMR player.
Thank you. I just got off a call with StRyKeR, talking about this map, but got a bunch of input from him, and it was really valuable. And tomorrow I have a conference call with Freakling.
So if you follow the Zergling that's running through the middle, you can kind of see how much vision you have when you're passing those like pads.
Oh god, building 2 gateways there is actually deadly. What the fuck? Like you might actually not see it.
Oh, you won't see it. Thank you for pointing that out.
I've never seen that.
I put that there so you could put that there so you could put a turret there, or something like that. 1 gateway is fine,
but doesn't a turret like a turret wouldn't do anything there, would it?
If you're Terran and you want to like hold that position, you could still build a turret and have a lifted off engineering bay, you know.
Okay. Who the fuck is hitting the bong right now? Monka toss.
It was probably the Overlord in the middle of the map. Smoking
I think so too.
You guys like that little ramp into the main base?
Let's see it.
Yeah, and I like that circular. Almost looks like a sacrifice plate.
But which way does that ramp actually face?
Never seen that before.
It's up and down.
Okay.
It doesn't block vision. You can see over it.
Oh, Link's coming.
The top might have a high ground advantage, like right in the middle, but
So, what we are seeing right now from the Zerg is, I think, like a 2-hatch meter with a relatively quick third base. Terran might be going for that classic 5 racks plus 1.
Oh my god, there's an Ursidon. Jerry just found it. It's all up around that hatchery.
Turret's going up. Overlord sniped. Oof, that really hurts. Overlord sniped by turret.
okay.
Okay, 6 meters.
You're just coming in, gonna do some damage. No medics yet, so the medics aren't with the army.
But he's gonna need more mutas. Is there a Spire upgrade on the way? Yes, plus 1 carapace. 1 muta goes down.
This micro there.
So this is their first match on this map that they've never played before.
This is the first match on this map that no one's played before, really.
Hey, me and you played one.
Did we?
Were we the first one,
yeah.
or did you have other ones on there?
Wasn't on this version.
Awesome.
Terran scouts the third base. That's really important. Okay, so how do you get up there? It's interesting, you have like 2 paths of attack. Like this tiny ramp and then this larger ramp leads into the choke. I like it. Seems like it could be defended really easily by lurkers, but you have two chokes to defend, so you would need to put more lurkers there. Maybe 4 instead of the usual 2.
Oh my god, there's a critter here. Rhinodon? Thank you. Thank you for
I got
Where are
mine
you
at
looking?
Tracy's armor. Okay, so Terran is looking to push out fairly soon. Plus 1 attack is finished. Range and stim are done too.
And Terran getting his SUV in there, gonna get some vision.
Yeah, damn, that's a sneaky boy.
Man, pushing out, that's a lot of...
Lurker nest. Okay, Zerg needs to delay. Really hard right now. Lurker is not yet done. Okay, Zerg needs to delay. Really hard right now.
The blind area.
One day the Kakaru will join the Muta army. Oh no, the Mutas. Ah, he lost 3 Mutas there.
Hey guys, this is StRyKeR.
He doesn't have Hydras at his third.
Hey, StRyKeR.
What's up? Watching this game too.
There is no Hydras.
Main?
1 Hydra. Is Lurker done? Lurker is finished. He needs to morph as soon as he can. Oof.
Am I in sync with the Twitch stream? There's no delay, right?
There's the slight delay, I think.
Maybe 4 or 5
Like
seconds.
5 or 10 seconds.
Am I watching the stream and you're also watching the stream, or is there a different feed?
We're in the game. We
you're in the game,
probably are 5 seconds ahead of you.
Okay, there's one lurker here to defend the second one more thing. I don't think that's enough.
Yeah, the delay's not so bad. 4 or 5 seconds.
Okay, Terrence sniping the extractor and backing off. Interesting. Second lurker.
Is there anything you wanted to add, StRyKeR, about this?
Yeah, it looks
Actually
like
gonna
Zerg
be
is
able to hold
holding.
it off. Holding
Nice.
for a second. Terran coming up with some reinforcements up the ramp.
There's a tank. There's a tank here.
I love that Ursidon
Okay,
just hanging out.
can he kill this lurker? He can. But now there's only medics here
It's just chilling.
and a siege tank. That poor siege tank.
Nice hold.
Okay, Zerg holds. That was really clutch, actually. This is why pros hate critters.
Well, if there were Zealots,
What if we lost cover there?
Yeah, I think that third needs like 5 lurkers because of the wide ramp. Or the
Yeah,
wide ramp.
I think so too.
5 or 6 even.
Yeah.
You, my friend, were the test subjects to point that out. I probably would have figured that out pretty quickly. Man, it just looks painful looking at it. But, you know, you held it. You're pushing it back. Strongman StRyKeR representing USA.
damn Skippy.
I've done Defiler mount coming. Macro hatch.
Out.
Is this +1 armor? +2 armor actually, halfway done.
I was thinking of taking 11, but it seemed far, so I just took 5.
5.
5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Dawn's really
11.
just hanging out in your base. all
Really?
night.
11?
Yeah, because it's far for him as well. So
Yeah, but you have to defend up a ramp, no? And you have like this big opening at the forest where the vision is blocked, right? Where you can
And
just move in.
I'm probably gonna push the corner bases just more into the corner, and allow where the gas is right now to be like a buffer zone. There's some ridges.
oh, also like 11 o'clock. I imagine that tanks could hit the gas, so I also didn't want to expo there.
Yeah, exactly. I'm looking at that right now. I think a Marine could hit that.
Yeah, Ray could probably hit it.
Just
So-
put the gas on the other side, you mean?
It needs there needs us to be some buffer room. See, Terran coming down to look at StRyKeR's third. It's
Yeah.
wide.
2 vessels, 1
Sure,
irradiate.
The bear's just hanging out there, man.
Good thing is I think I have Defiler for this push, so I was able to block it. Or I will be, I think.
You could use a Dark Swarm from the low ground right here.
Well, don't.
Yeah, 1 Defiler is morphing. Oh yeah,
Really
you
over.
can actually, but yeah, no, it would be shut down by tanks.
Oh no, the splash damage, Jerry. It's gonna kill the Ursidon.
Oh no. He irradiated the Ursidon and it went into the drones. Oh. Does irradiate
I never
hurt?
thought about
Big
it.
brain plays. Oh, that one Zergling? Oh.
I would
One
assume it
Zergling.
hurts critters, right? Tell you what, the satisfaction of watching Voddy play on your map is really nice.
This is a pretty epic game for a match on this
Yeah,
map.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I like to watch me some SK Terran.
Look how little vision you have when you're walking through that little blindside area.
Wait, is that blocked? Like the path to the what is that? Natural
what
fur?
blocked?
I don't know what that is.
You're
No, it's
talking
not
about
vision blocked. You can actually walk through it. It's just you just
Okay.
don't have vision on the other side.
Huh.
Yeah, that's why it's
it
called blindside.
makes you blind in the middle. It's like the map wide out.
Those 3 medics stuck in the middle of nowhere.
A swarm going down with I love the swarm with just like very minimal 6 Zerglings underneath it, 4 Zerglings, and he runs away, pushing him back with 6 Zerglings.
Field Zergman.
2 armor.
You have +1 air carapace, right? Or is it +2? +1.
So you actually chose to go for the 3 o'clock position over 9? Some hidden base tactics?
I don't wanted to do like a.
Oh, it's the plague! Plague!
Yeah. See? Sir. Yeah, okay.
Plague.
It's working. He hasn't spotted it yet because he don't go down that way. Move through the center. Interesting.
Oh yeah, that lurker was not in a good position there.
Some of those Marines are pretty bruised. Pushing them back.
Yeah, this is really hard to hold when the enemy has like science vessels or overlords,
And look,
observers, anything.
He's holding with 1 Defiler and 1 Lurker.
That's just Zerg.
Awesome. The tank running into the middle of the map. Hero tank running away.
Wait, did you just consume a lurker?
Alright. Got a question, StRyKeR. So, those pathways going from like your 3rd to your 4th right now. Up on like the bottom right corner. If that was all like blind area too, is that dumb?
I don't actually remember using it that much.
Yeah. It'd be silly.
You really want to handicap the players on this map, don't you?
What's that?
You really want to handicap the players on this map, don't you?
No, it's not about a handicap. It's just like, you know, you got to play around that strategy. You need to have an air unit with your army to be able to see where you're going, you know? It adds dynamics I think are balanced, you know? Whiteout was a really cool map. I think Whiteout was just very choky and small. I mean, I don't know. I liked it.
Well, I think there's been a lot of action in the center of the map and around the center. It's been quite.
I think Terran's getting ready to pump out some battle cruisers here soon.
Just say it, you want to make the scout vision upgrade viable.
Right.
Yeah.
These steps that go up and down, both races have been making use of them. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, and that there's a big area there that's unbuildable.
Oh no, the irradiated ultralisks.
I mean, I don't know. As a Zerg player, StRyKeR, I have to ask you, when you're up against IO like this and you don't see any medics and your ultralisks get irradiated, does that like make you happy?
Yeah, actually, Ultra going into like a Marine medic ball is actually good. I think irradiate's actually pretty good.
They wreck, dude.
I mean, the problem
Especially
with
like when you see no medics up there. I mean, not saying that he exactly won that engagement, but in some engagements, some ultralists will do. And so this over at around 3 o'clock. Terran's had this army of Marines and medics up on this ramp. It's been sitting there. I wonder if he forgot about it. As I say that, there he goes. Taking the Nidus out. But he doesn't have his medics there.
I don't know, these bases all they feel like really open because almost every base has like 2 entrances. It's interesting, but for example, like at the third base StRyKeR took, as he said, like you need like 5 lurkers to hold that.
Right.
I think if Voddy pushed in like earlier there, StRyKeR would have just died.
Yeah, that base is the third is as it stands pretty hard to defend because of the wide entrance.
It'll get patched up.
But yeah, neither of us know this map too well, so he didn't fully take advantage of it.
And it's one thing like making maps. I always try to follow certain rules of thumb, and at Zerg versus Terran, Zerg needing that third base is a big one.
Can you put 2 layers of high ground?
2 layers of high ground?
Is that possible? I have never made maps.
You mean
if you made that third base a high ground base on top of the high ground. So you have to walk up a ramp when going through that choke.
technically, yes, because that's high ground, and that's actually medium ground, and there is high ground after that. There's a high ground outpost. So
maybe that would make it easier. But
theoretically, that's possible, and not a bad idea. Really seen double outposts stacked up on top of each other too much, and so we have a 5-2 Ultralist running through the middle of the map. Just lost your 5th base. Ultralist raining havoc over here.
But there's a lot of tanks.
Hello.
Tanks are pretty good. Hello. Tanks are pretty good units.
Hey, Babo. Hola. How are you? Congratulations, by the way, on your 2v2 win.
Like it.
So, what do you do against battle cruisers like this? Are you forced to make like a shit ton of Scourge? Is that just
Plague.
Usually,
Plague.
Plague, and then Scourge is best.
Okay.
Spores for defense.
This is like the StarCraft 2 warp in battle cruiser, but slow.
Battle cruiser.
Operational. I have an announcement. I am the wreck.
I'm looking for an opponent for Babo who wants to play on this map as well.
What MMR is he at?
Babo is S rank.
Well then no.
How S rank? There's different tiers of S rank.
Oh,
We
that
just showed
defilers.
Babo versus Terror, and it went 3-2.
Nice.
Babo's really good 1 vs 1. So is Dandy, and they're like the best
Awesome.
2v2ers.
Yeah, I've definitely seen Babo's name around on ICUP.
Man, Dog Swarm is such a good spell.
Okay. Yeah, 45 HP Ultralist.
Hero.
Yeah, this alleyway is you need Darkspawn to get through it. There's no way they can do it without Darkspawn.
But if it was smaller, it'd be easier to defend.
At this point in the game, do you like remake lurkers to hold your bases?
I think on this map, lurkers are pretty good because of all the alleyways.
Yeah.
Are too many alleyways?
I mean, it's I guess it's a little bit tough late game because ultras. You want ultras for the mobility, but they just get kind of like they just start running in a line because of the alleyways.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit hard to use in late game, but I don't know. Maybe there's like a better way to utilize them with like drops or something.
There's just a lot of cramped areas.
You could sneak an Overlord past. Ah, that's what you meant with 11 o'clock. Now I realize I didn't even see that. That's actually... Huh. He can just siege that. No? That's a really interesting base to take.
That's the thing about, you know, making these maps. Is there's a lot.
I'm feeling some crackling drops from that base.
Sometimes you miss things. StRyKeR gonna lose his base. It's right here at your third gas outside of your natural. Oh, so that third base outside of your natural, that third gas, wasn't at 5,000.
Yeah, you're right. It was 3,000. Yeah.
Because it's almost mined out right
How
now.
that irradiated Ultralisk in the middle?
Right?
Brutal. Where's that science vessel? 6 kills. Wait, you can walk a unit there.
It's interesting to see how Terran has set up his defense at his 3 o'clock base.
Yeah, I think late game you just make a ton of tanks.
You
and
have
like,
2 dropships.
You just
It
get
feels like
powered.
tanks are super good on this game, on this map.
Drop at the top left.
Oh no, not the Nidus. F. Wait. Where did those Zerglings come from?
I don't know.
I think they just
Did they come out of the destroyed Nidus, or was it?
That's how good he is.
It just popped out of a larva with the egg.
Good answer.
Alright. So, StRyKeR defends, loses a bunch of his drones, taking a base at 9 o'clock. Terran has a lot of tanks. That is a shit ton of tanks.
I feel like Muta switch would be really good here.
Whoa, that plague is nasty, son. Damn!
Flash!
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ! Oh, one lurker hit,
my
please!
God.
One hit!
The
Yes!
tanks I mean, for what that plague was and what could have happened, that was still pretty good.
I mean,
Wow.
every single
That
tank that was plague died, so... Oh. Nice.
Yeah, there's so many.
Zerg's 3-3 right now. It's also 3-3.
I think we did that.
Zerg is only mining from 3 base. 12 is about to get, or 11 is about to get taken
11.
down. Terran's only mining from 1 base.
GG.
Yeah, I forgot that the 2 bases in front of the net are small, so I felt a little rushed. I was like, I need to like do something now, but yeah, because it's reduced minerals, so I didn't need to really panic. If I just took the rest of the map, it would have been okay.
Both of them almost 300 APM, 30-minute game.
Do you know that it was reduced minerals when you joined the map, or did you just notice by clicking on them?
I think I did it at some point, realize it, but then I forgot or something, and then it didn't register. Or like I was just in the middle of a lot of stuff, so I didn't didn't remember.
When I posted
StRyKeR,
that,
if you wanted to join, by the way, I created a game. You can we're all joining the game I created basically, or you can just watch the stream. Too.
Which server are you on?
We're on US West.
this
I
is
don't
the
know what
best.
your ID is as a StRyKeR.
What's the game name?
TQ. Password is TQ. Thank you. And thank you, Prima1, for observing these epic games. Round 2.
Yeah. So StRyKeR, we noticed at the beginning of the last game that in the blind area of the center of the map that you can build 2 gateways or 2 barracks. I didn't realize that it was big enough. I thought I made it small enough.
Yeah, I was worried about proxies just because of the wide net, like main.
Yeah.
Like land something there.
And I think that's a dynamic about 2-player maps is your opponent's going to know where you're at, and you might potentially get proxied in your base, like match point. Like every single game, every single PvP, I always scout my base. So it's a dynamic that's kind of fun because sometimes you won't scout it thinking you're safe, and it could be spicy. There are some aspects that you have to leave in there. You have to allow cheeses. A lot of the middle isn't buildable. I'd say if you were to proxy on this map, it would be in like the mineral only area.
Maybe. So this is Bunker Rush by Terran, am I correct?
Or it could just be a fast expand. It could be pressure. Sometimes they put pressure on, and they force like drones out, and then they can just pull back. Also, just fast expand.
Yeah, it is 8 Rex. I also wanted to mention that like the top minerals on each base have kind of slow paths for drones. You can see that like the top mineral, like the drone sort of does this weird like down and up motion.
I realized that was an 8 racks. Let me hit this bong again.
Okay, and the second rack's behind. Moving the Marine out of the overlord path? No.
Oh yeah,
So
I didn't
we'll get
realize
spotted.
how to path the OV to prevent getting killed by this 8 Rex. I think if you just send it like all the way to the right, it's fine. But I sent it towards the main a little, and so it got caught.
Okay. Ah, that really hurts. That really, really hurts. Okay, you pull 6 drones. Bunker will go up. No! Okay, you're fine here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that should be
Nice.
swap.
Okay, so Terran's kind of screwed now, no? academy.
I didn't realize how few SUVs he had. So,
I mean, if you play normally from here, he's kind of dead, no? The academy is kind of all in, or am I not seeing that correctly?
yeah, I think if I just macro here, it's probably fine. But I got
just
things
need-
speed.
To hold stim push, right? And then you're good. Ah, okay. So, moving out.
Actually, I wasn't sure if he took an expo. I thought he actually took an expo.
Okay.
So
Yeah, you didn't see the second Rex, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see the second Rex. I just
Can you-
thought he did
can
a
you hear
lot
me?
of rows from the
Yes.
first
Yeah.
try.
We can hear you.
That's why I
okay,
wanted
my mic got muted for a second. Did you see that? So that bunker, you killed the SUV, making that bunker in your base, and the bunker was at 350 HP, and it wasn't 100% finished. Did you see that? That was crazy. I've never seen that before.
Was insanely close.
yeah,
it
there's
was-
like a frame, like where it's like not done, and then if you kill it, then I think it doesn't finish.
Oh, but it was at 350 though, not 349 HP.
Yeah, there's like a small like finishing animation, which is like I think it's a frame. This is with like all Terran buildings.
Wow.
Oh,
I've
that was
never
really
seen that
nice.
before.
That was really nice firebed micro, actually.
Yeah, so this is when I realized that he had an academy. I
Well,
think.
epic hold.
Yeah, I didn't realize that he didn't make an expo. And so I thought like, okay, this is not good.
Okay, so now you're getting sunks, but you're still fine here. What is this? Five stimp marines, 2 fire bats, 2 medics. Ah, you didn't make any links.
5 Marines, 2 fire bats, 1 medic.
One link getting in.
That evolution chamber is clutch right now. Gonna need that.
Nice. Yeah.
So there's an aspect of the SNAT which I overlooked, which is that you'll see, but basically there's a lot of space to
run by.
and you can't like the sunken doesn't really reach where they like kind of walk past the thing. So yeah, you can't really.
Oh, that's brutal.
I
Oh wait, yeah. Oh shit, that sucks. Damn.
Game 2 goes to Voddy.
Damn.
And StRyKeR, my man, being the
Unfortunate end to this game.
Zerg test subject.
What
It's
an
your guinea pig.
unfortunate end.
I think it's
Zerg
cool
guinea
they volunteered
pig.
to play a best of 5 on the same map that they've never played again. What up,
Was it
G-Dog?
voluntary?
Well, they don't have to play on it. Yeah, they could just say,
Oh, yeah.
well, we want to do a normal match.
Yeah, that's awesome. I really appreciate that. I like people playing on them.
We got some good
Get 'em
people on our
tested
Discord.
out.
We're always willing to play. I bug StRyKeR quite a bit. He's usually available in the evening, but I pester him during the daytime to see if he's available. Now he's on top. He's got that Christmas tree behind his mineral line. I see what you're doing here.
Shift
In the
tabbing
bottom
doesn't
right, we
help
have
me.
Voddy representing IRK as a Terran, and in the top, we got StRyKeR representing USA in NAS. Where's Voddy from?
Meme land.
Somewhere in Europe?
Is he Poland? Poland? Wait.
Yeah, something like that. Sounds right. Maybe German. One or the other.
He plays Terran. I don't care. He is not a human. Wait, is this a normal SCV timing? No. Is he full walling here? Is that possible? With a Rex? Should be, right?
It is possible, yeah.
Yeah.
It won't be a full wall, will it? Oh, maybe it will be.
Yeah, I think it will
huh?
be.
Yes.
Well, now it's not.
Yeah.
Middle on this on the top patch for Zerg is like
That's
bad.
the way.
It's like super,
Uh-huh.
super slow.
Yeah, that drone is getting messed up. Like, look where it's... What? That's one drunk drone.
Okay.
So one thing that's good for Zerg is that if you put an Overlord like either on the left side or the right side of the Terran base here, you can very easily see the command center, or whether there's a mat or not, without putting yourself at risk.
Would you say that that's too nice for Zerg?
I think it's
There's a lot of maps where you can do that, no?
yeah, it's fairly standard.
Yeah, I think so. The main, on the other
now
hand,
it's a
is
full
pretty
wall,
deep.
right? Yeah.
Getting that harass on the SCV. Very nice, very nice. Ooh,
Hit it!
very nice.
Spit on him!
You can do it.
No. So Zerg doesn't get to
Overlord.
scout the gas here. Zerg is in the
Overlord
dark.
finally reaching Voddy's.
I saw
This
from the
is-
late command center that he probably went mech or whatever gas first.
Okay. So now you know it. Okay.
So the interesting thing about this little mini ramp thing that goes from your main to your natural, so you discovered that you can see high ground when you're going over it.
Right.
In the map editor, it says that all of the tiles in that are the same height, should register as the same height as the low ground. It says it's low ground. So it's interesting at the top because it says that there's no height transitions in the center tiles. So
Yeah, my Overlord kept
there's
getting,
this little,
that's what I thought too, but then my Overlord kept getting hit. I'm like, what can see it?
yeah.
And it just kept getting
No,
hit.
I saw it in the last replay.
This
I
is,
see it right here in this replay. You know.
This is a Goliath Valkyrie opening, if I'm not mistaken, right?
The 111.
Yeah.
With the armory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I actually got speed because I want to do like a lurk bust. Lurk
Mhm.
wing bust. Den was a little bit late, but my Ling speed was on time. I actually looked at this wall, and I think the distance from the main and the net is so long that if you don't have the SCVs ready to repair, like there's no way you're getting there on time. So I felt like I had a pretty good chance of just busting with Lings.
Okay.
Like it's an incredibly long path for the SCV to come repair it.
Yeah.
So I think by the time like it's getting attacked, like it's too late.
Wraith.
Suppose that is also a risk of having a wall.
Yep.
So
You need
far
like
away.
more bunker or like more Marines or something to secure it.
Yeah, on any map it's gonna be so far away. This is a
And
nice house, you know,
Terran dies.
really strategic. Very smart.
Wow, that's
Like you're
Zergly
taking the
living with
game.
1 HP.
Nicely
Boom.
done.
Boom.
Yeah, that makes me think that walls aren't super good on this map just because it takes a long time for the SCD to come to return.
Usual Nidus network to Terran wall when?
A wall could be more viable if you had a natural up and running. SCVs right there.
Yeah,
Scan and
right.
Yoon, by the way, are in OptiQ, and they're going to play against Babo and Dandy. Best of 7.
Nice.
Nice.
Yoon beat Flash, I think, 6-7 times. He's a really good Zerg player.
Scan beat me in a ZVZ while he gave me vision. It was very depressing.
Oh, wow.
Hell yeah.
Let me see if I can get them to play on Charmander. Is that a 2v2 map? Can they play on there?
I mean, that map would be pretty fun for 2v2 with that mineral only in the back. But,
Have you casted
yeah,
games on
no
Charmander
pressure.
today? Because I want to see that map in action.
We have one show match, Casper versus, was it Voddy?
Casper and Dragon.
Is it on YouTube already, or do I have to watch the Twitch bot?
I don't know. Yeah, it's on the Twitch VOD for sure.
Sorry for the wait, guys. I was just sending over Charmander to them. Hopefully they'll play one or more matches.
StarCraft. Woo!
All right. Top 12 position, we have StRyKeR. In the bottom, is our Terran. We have Voddy. Is this game 4?
It is
Is this game 3? Yeah, game 4.
game 4.
So I'll let you know. I have a list of notes right here. Things I'm going to do to this map after we get off this stream. With this map contest, you know, I've enjoyed making maps the last few years, but kind of like gives me motivation to actually persist on making one nice and like actually finishing it all the way.
Make a new Sparkle.
I do like how this map is coming together. I don't know if it's up to par with like
on it.
I mean, I like this map so far. It doesn't look too bad. A bit of polish. You
What's
are being
that?
a robot again.
Oh, yeah, I was wondering how much time you spent on the map so far.
on this map. So the map contest was released. I threw this map together over the course of a few days, kind of off and on. Time-wise, total probably like 30 hours, 20 hours, 30 hours. I mean, I spend a lot of time like, I'll update it, and you know, I can't just like get people to play it instantly right there. So, and I don't want people to play on it when it's like really raw.
Right.
So I'll make the map and I'll sit there and look at it and just like I'll play a game versus computer and I'll just like make a wall and I'm like, okay, this natural is awkward as fuck. I need to fix this, you know.
It's cool.
Or like, so I'll just kind of like tune it out, but I'll definitely just sit there and look at it, like just look at a picture and just like think of situations.
Is that an 11cc
You know,
on a 2-player map?
and I try to think of like
The balls on
something
this
like
guy.
a high level situation or a decent level situation.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, this map is big. It takes a ton of time
Wow.
to get to the other side. So I think 14cc is going to be very common on this map because there's really no way to punish it unless you go, which is why I went overpool. And
Yeah.
even overpull, like usually it arrives at like 3 minutes on self-fit or something like that. On this map, I
Yeah, I
think.
see it right now. Now he's just gonna wall with a barracks.
I think I arrive at like 3:15 or 20 or something like that. So like, yeah, the rush distance is very, very big. It could almost like be, even overpull might not be fast enough to break this. But I wanted to punish fast CC.
Getting your money's worth, getting a couple SCVs down.
SCVs are fucking strong.
At least 4, I think.
Yeah, I got like
Yeah,
4. Which
four
SCVs down.
pretty good. Yeah. In mining time as well.
And that's, you know, getting your money's worth.
Yeah, I think that was worth it. My tech is same speed because like this build is everything is the same tech. You're just poorer, so
It's almost like similar to like ZVP opening, but instead of third hatch, you get faster gas. Like,
yeah. So the spire should go down at like a similar time as like a 12 hatch spire.
okay.
Yeah,
So
now that you point out
do you
that
get speed with this?
the
You
main-
should. Yeah, you got speed.
Insta really far away from the natural, aren't they? Huh.
So when do you get gas here? Do you get it at 50% spire? Or
I got gas a little bit late because I was short on minerals just because of my opener.
okay.
But normally you would get it like 420-ish, a little after your spire.
Okay.
But yeah, the rush distance is wide, so I think like Protoss will just do like 12 next. I'm not even sure 9 pull is fast enough. I imagine it's fast enough to punish 11 next. I'm not sure. I think overpull like might barely punish. I think barely punishes 14 CC.
So now he's going academy. Aggressive boy. Is there an engineering bay? There is. Yeah, there is one.
Quick mute us here.
Is it normal to take that expansion in the top left?
Yeah, I think that's, at least to me, that felt like the natural third base. Like, there's a closer one, but like it's reduced minerals, and I might as well take the bigger one because I
actually feel natural, or was that just your only option?
I think it's hard to defend as it. Well, I mean, assuming you change.
You can't take the one in the front, but look at that like area that you have to defend.
It's too hard to defend the one that's close because there's no chokes or anything.
Right, right. Yeah, for sure. I'm just like thinking like, so say on circuit breakers, you know, StRyKeR generally tend to take another main base as a third, so they're going across the map anyway to take a third. The third base you're taking right now is, you know, it's also kind of far away, but I was wondering if it actually felt natural to take that as a third base.
It's really the only option, I think. Yeah, and it's not like it's a little.
I like that spawning pool position.
Yeah, it just fits. So I built a fourth hatchery quickly here at the second nat because I think Voddy plays very defensively, and I put him behind already. So I was gonna go for like a straight into ultras, so you can see that I'm gonna. Yeah, my plan was to just go straight into hive.
So you get armor upgrade, Queen's Nest, and then go hive.
Yeah, that's my plan.
Okay.
Because Voddy generally plays pretty defensively, and he's behind a little bit, so more so was my guess.
Is that a thing, playing SK Terran defensively?
Yeah, a lot of Terrans choose to just turn up. take a lot of turrets and then wait until science vessels to move out, or like tanks.
I mean, understandable lurkers are pretty scary.
Terran coming out with 2 SCDs on the map, looking to get some scouting information.
The main feels so large, like, seems very droppable.
Very droppable. I made it large just so, like, tanking can, like, instantly tank someone's buildings.
It's from Sweden. I just
well,
realized.
yeah, but imagine, like, you can drop a tank very easily now into the main, which is pretty painful, and cover it with a tank from the high ground.
Right, yeah, we have had this conversation, me and StRyKeR.
Okay.
I think something we're gonna get updated. A lot of things to go into a map.
Yeah, it's a lot of things to keep in mind.
Yeah. I mean, aside from those few things, there's a lot of dynamics of this map, you know. Different,
I mean, I like it. I like it.
Different avenues for expansions. You can go left or right, kind of.
Yeah, I like that there's a lot of like pouches of like battlegrounds.
Yeah, in the first game we saw that a lot, which was pretty cool.
Like the fact that there's a lot of like ramps makes it easier to muta defend, because then you can like they kind of start walking in a line if it's like a choke, or you could like abuse vision to like pick off marines and stuff. So all of that is good for Zerg. At least before tanks and stuff like that.
Remind me of Roman times.
So yeah, I'm getting my ultra.
And getting some good, getting your money's worth with your mutas. Yeah, 10-minute ultra cavern.
Yeah, I feel like the ultras will just kill there. I mean, he's getting he has siege tanks now. I don't know if siege mode is done yet.
Yeah, where's the vessels at? I'm about to be popping. First vessel coming out.
That definitely felt pretty big, so I think that's pretty good. It didn't feel cramped at all.
Yeah,
Just
it's very open. It's very open, which is pretty cool.
So,
but also has like these pathways and ramps blocking everything. I like it. Just these 2 awkward proxy locations. They freak me out.
Look at them. I mean, they're definitely proxy locations, but not for 2 gateways. We'll allow 1.
I mean, the question is, can you fit 2 there? I'm not too sure. Okay.
Oh yeah, picking out reinforcements is kind of, it's nice here because there's this like middle high ground that they like kind of walk in a line into.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, he could walk around, right?
Yeah,
he's auto-pathing.
You're just gonna like auto-path it, like attack move from the main or the net or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the idea. You know, you got to go into the blind area.
You got two vessels with the mutas. Wow. Ooh.
Vessel and a handful of marines. Definitely getting your money's worth with those mutas. Really good control.
And now the ultras come. He's screwed. GG.
G.
Great game.
Nice.
On blind side, a map made by Minerals. And casting, we had StRyKeR, who was playing in the game. Minerals.
It's 2-2, no? There's still one left. Or am I stupid?
Zerg. I think we're going to the tiebreaker. You're not stupid.
Think. What do you mean you think? We're going
There's some epic games on this map.
Fucking sick.
Round 5. This map is in the STPL map competition.
When are the results of that competition out?
In a couple weeks. There's no like set deadline. There was a deadline, but they pushed it back a few weeks. So, I think they saw the people were putting into their maps, and I think Preclean and Kicks are busy. So they just pushed it back a little bit. No worries, you know.
Cool.
But my colors.
So before we do the final.
Yeah, the colors are unfortunate.
I don't know. Every game the colors have been similar. Last game too.
Yeah, it's like it defaults to random. They just defaulted to like the primary colors. Honestly, like this is
right.
But as far as the map competition, so they pushed the deadline back like a month, and their Freakling is doing some like coaching sessions with the map makers about their maps, and like doing like voice and video chats. We're like screen sharing, and he's like teaching us stuff about map making. It's pretty
Nice.
full of knowledge. Week I had a one-on-one with him for like 2.5 hours about just like blends and doodads and pathing and just all sorts of stuff.
yeah.
That guy is very, very, very smart. And I'm fortunate, you know, I'm very fortunate to, you know, have him right there to answer questions about my maps, send him a picture, and he's like, this. So you pointing out that choke to the third is too open. I mean, I'm about to. Unfortunate for you, you had to play a map or a game for money on it with that, but you're holding on, man.
Yeah,
Definitely kicking ass and taking names.
So I think I
It's
tried
interesting
to
to
play
see.
different builds on this map just to see how it plays out, and I think so was Voddy. And
Yeah, I think this is gonna be Goliath opening. Maybe. Let's see, it's mech opening for sure.
I
He's
wanted to
choosing
open,
to
I wanted to do
wall
3-hatch,
like way outside.
3-hatch no pool on this
Okay.
because like the distance is so far. I figured he couldn't punish me anyway. So I built a third hatchery at the top left corner.
He doesn't scout it. Okay.
I kept my drone out as net in case he like came to do like an all-in bunker rush or something.
Yeah, I feel like there should be another
Okay,
overlord
so I
option
always hold my second overlord at my
toward
natural.
somewhere in the middle of the map.
Oh yeah, that is true. There's like
Smart.
no place to put an overlord in the middle of the map.
Yeah, I'm noticing. I thought that with all the blind area, it would be that would like kind of balance it out because you could hide overlords there. But it seems like units are prone to going right where an overlord would be.
Yeah, I didn't want to risk.
An overlord like right outside that outpost, right in the center with the ramps, could be an area.
Yeah, that could be a good outpost area.
On both sides of the ramps.
I figured he was doing something cheesy, but I didn't. Well, he's building a proxy starport right now.
So, question: the top left and bottom right base. Does it feel like it's on high ground? 'Cause it's like the same color of terrain as the low ground. And I was looking at it, and it kind of seems tricky. So I put snow. The only place there's snow on the map are those expansions.
But because like one of the entranceways is flat ground, like the wide entrance is flat ground, I didn't particularly get a sense of it being high ground.
Okay.
See
It
that
goes straight
blizzard
into the water.
flag at Zerg's natural.
Yeah. That's for them if they ever see this map. Just butter some noses up, you know.
I like the Tracy's ad at the, what is it, below the natural at that base.
Yeah.
That happy marine with his armor blasting away. Okay,
Oh,
so 3 vultures moving out.
It looks like
I got it at Tracy.
Yeah.
vultures can actually go behind the nat minerals. It looks like, at least at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, might.
Oh yeah, they can, huh? I moved that base in a little bit. From left, you. Oh, you can.
Can you wall that with a sunken? Or with
Yeah,
a
I must
creep
have.
colony?
I must have.
It's looking pretty bad.
That's
Yeah,
pretty rough.
a lot of drones here. I think I lost like 15 drones or something.
About.
Damn.
Speed vultures, man. Evil.
A drop or run by.
It was a
Counter
drop.
with some Hydralisks.
Okay. The Overlord saw the dropship though, so that's at least something.
Barracks comes down.
Are you gonna get this? So, Overlord? Oh. It's like. You're gonna get that tank.
No, okay. Wait, I think the tank actually killed the supply depot, didn't he?
And Terran could drop tanks on the cliffs here at his natural, right? Or can you not?
No. I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Thank God. That would have been real bad.
The ultimate fucking Terran fortress. Imagine turrets on top of that, Jesus Christ.
So you can't build anything or drop anything on those cliffs. Okay, cool.
The big circle up on the outpost. You can't drop on the outpost.
That's a real challenge. Creating a map, making sure it's balanced, but at the same time allowing different races to exploit different aspects of the map to their advantage.
Yeah, now that I look at it, it does feel hard to sim
For
city
StRyKeR's economy right now, it's rough.
because like the vulture can kind of go all the way around and then behind your minerals and then into your main.
That's what I was asking. Can
Yeah.
you like creep colony that off between like the tree and the extractor?
Yeah, you probably can.
I had originally blocked that off in the back area, but I think I moved the natural a couple hexes, so now it's open.
It looks like the same can't be done at the bottom side, which might be an imbalance, at least positionally, because it looks like the minerals are flush against the river-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
When you're designing a map, is it the Zerg race that requires the most attention to like little details, or they all
Terran.
require different types of like attention? Terran, really.
Tanks.
Like I get, you know,
You
there
gotta
should be
make
able to
maps
wall
around
off.
tanks.
Yeah.
No, it's not about walls. It's about making sure tanks can't win every scenario.
Interesting.
Does that mean
There's a lot of things with tanks that you have to pay attention to. Huh?
that probably means
No,
that
it doesn't mean they're OP. I mean, a lot of recent newer ASL maps are kind of made to buffer flash for some reason. I mean,
Nerf
like
flash.
to nerf Terran. I think that's why Sparkle was added to ASL.
But has anyone thought of the Zerg?
Never heard of them.
So with Terran, they should be able to block off. You got to pay attention to that, right? With Zerg SimCity, is that one of the most important things? With Protoss, is there something that you have to map makers have to pay attention to? What is it with Protoss?
Oh yeah, how would a ZVP look on this map?
You can wall this map correctly with as a Protoss.
No. I'm thinking like the 7-minute leg plus 1 push. How do you hold that when you have 2 angles of attack there?
Yeah, I mean on the fighting spirit.
How do you SimCity your third?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Could be a little tricky. Yeah, it could be a little tricky.
Put all your Stunkins inside of your mineral line. There's in there.
I mean, it could be like
or 3 hatcheries in a evolution chamber, all stacked up with some like.
You don't have 3 hatcheries by that time, do you? Oh well, yeah, you do. If you go 6
I think it's not too bad. It'll be like circuit breaker, mineral.
Maybe.
Similar to that.
This is cool. I'm digging this convo. I think it gives me at least appreciation for how difficult it is to design a map, right? I certainly wouldn't want to do it. Obviously can't.
So I wanted to utilize drops in this game, so I moved all my overlords to bottom right in preparation. Because I think drops are really
yeah, you did.
Because the distance from the main to the net is so far, like if you drop them, they're just going to take forever to get back.
And he's got some Goliath spark there.
Are you going to go for a slow drop here?
I
if you got speed.
More speed and then get dropped. So
Aaron's got some good upgrades.
+1, I mean...
Armor's about to finish up. Second upgrade starting on attack. Oh, here we go. Good retreat.
Yeah, pick off 2 tanks. That's a win.
What do you think about the blinders on this map?
I think for Zerg they're pretty good usually because you have overlords and stuff.
Yeah, it seems like that's not like the major concern of this map. Playing on it, I thought that was really what distinguished this map from all the other ones I played on. Here's a drop.
It's gonna be a nice drop here.
Yeah, the armory was
the
the perfect position for me to pick off, so that was great.
Yeah, that was clutch.
And it doesn't look like he canceled it.
Well, it's okay. If a building is destroyed with an upgrade inside of it, you will get refunded.
Is that right? You don't need to cancel it.
You get like 75%.
It's not the same with.
Yeah, you don't get the whole thing back, but you get 75% back.
It's not the same with units, I don't think.
Okay, so there's no point in canceling it when it's dying.
Right.
Well, I mean, you get an extra, the remaining 25% refunded if you cancel it yourself.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I've been doing that
But
for years.
if it's gonna be really close.
Yeah, if it's really close, then you might as well chance it.
All right.
So, picked off both of his armories, handful of supply depots.
And he's going to attack from the front.
Defends it. Run into the front. Are you going to pick off this command center?
Yeah, gotta attack from the front. Drops. Attack from the front. Rinse and repeat.
CC is gone. Some turrets being made in the main. He's paranoid about another drop.
This distance that you have to travel, defend drops, are going back and forth too much. Like, say a Protoss recalled in the main and then hit the front and then recalled in the main again.
Yeah, I can see this being very tough for Terrans to deal with against Protoss because of the distance from the main to the net.
About fucking time. I'm so tired of dealing with these Terrans.
Yeah, like the recall is the main. Like, yeah, like the Terran has to go. It's gonna take them forever to come back home. Like, it's gonna be
Yeah.
so hard for them to defend. Yeah, like all the tanks up in that, like, yeah,
So
they
the
were.
Overlord that died had no units in it, and that was intentionally sent first to absorb the hits.
Yeah, he doesn't even bother moving the nat tanks. I mean, he doesn't have to because this drop was kind of small, but yeah.
Small, but it's doing some damage. I mean, just pulling his army back, it's enough. Allowing you to expand.
I think Terran has enough space in main to make several factories and other structures, right?
Yeah.
I can see how Zerg can really. I can see how Zerg can really snowball on this map, this scenario.
Yeah, I think mech will be not good because of this drop recall situation.
It's hard, you know. Turtled mech Terran is really hard to play against sometimes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Nick, I went for Hydra Queen.
But if it was bio, do you think it wouldn't be as strong?
Bio,
You
you
wouldn't
don't really
be going.
drop against Bio, and Bio
Yeah.
has more mobility anyway, so
Right.
I wouldn't be worried about that. Just kind of tanks that are slow to move back and forth.
More of an SK Terran style. And that could be fun. I mean, this map doesn't really feel big enough for a max Terran anyway. I mean, bio SK Terran is...
Yeah, I mean, against Zerg, like, I think Bio would be predominant strategy. I'm kind of worried about TVP though. I think TVP could be very Protoss favored, but I don't really know the matchup that well. It's just that recalls would be very good.
I mean, generally Terrans have... Yeah, mines. Terran are so used to just like turtling on 3 bases. Here they're gonna have to turtle on 4. And the parasites. I thought units used to turn green, like if you had this parasited science vessel in your control group. I thought the science vessel would be green.
It is, but I think it's
Here,
observers.
Oh, it turned blue. Okay.
Huh. Interesting. I think Tall Cross also has a decent distance main to net, is that right?
Yeah, for sure.
That map is actually not bad PVT, so maybe it's not that big of a deal. I'm not that familiar.
I mean, that map might be a little dated these days.
True.
The meta has changed a lot. The game has really refined a lot. Oh, it's a big drop coming in here, and you got all those queens up there.
Yeah, so the good thing, another good strategy against mech is you do a drop with Hydras and you pick off the tanks that come to defend it with Broodlings.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I was trying to do.
Smart.
Yeah, so like the choke, yeah, the nat to main just takes forever.
Queens. Broodlings. Good retreat before he loses any of his queens. He's got a lot of tanks. Zerg's got to be super careful.
Yeah.
Intuitively, you don't think Hydralists work here. So
And looks like you're about to do what I would hope would happen. That's why that back door's there. Terran really going for a really turtled stance right now with mass turrets.
Yep.
StRyKeR responding by getting another base.
Yeah, that bottom right is such a good staging ground, because like the blind area is in between, so it's hard for them to just secure that area. So you just put all your hiders there and just drop over and over again. So yeah, definitely can utilize the hit the blind areas strategically. Actually, yeah, I think like even just rallying to bottom right here.
It seemed to flow through the map pretty well. Alright, because
against mech anyway, yeah, just rally everything bottom right. If he comes to kill you, you just counter with a massive doom drop, so he's forced to deal with you.
You're kind of like in a split map situation, you know, kind of what you think would happen, like you dropping their base if they're turtled up, you know. What else are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Like split map scenario.
Identical upgrades, 1, 2.
It's almost like top left and bottom right they're like center maps. They're not specifically one players, you know.
Here's a drop.
This actually felt like, yeah, I think Terran against Zerg at least, definitely mech is not very good on this map. I think.
Still drops.
Because of the drops.
Queens are holding back for now. Trying to get rid of some of the turrets first, clear the path. Here come the tanks and the lights. Some of the queens being taken care of.
I'm really worried that he would have EMP. EMP would have been really good because I didn't micro my queens too well. He could have just gotten all of them.
Yeah, it's really crazy to see EMP and ZVT these days.
Yeah, it's pretty good though. I was scared that he would use it, but he didn't.
Nice brewlings there.
Yeah, I think against mech, you basically want to take top left first as Zerg, and then you rally everything to bottom right, and you can actually get that entire right side, so you'll be a base up against the Terran, even if it's a split map situation. So yeah, I think Zerg is pretty comfortable against mech.
Terran's got 2-3 upgrades, a lot of Goliaths. Let's see how this engagement goes.
Oh, and holding that ramp is huge. This ramp here, like, it's just too good once you hold it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just like incredible.
Yeah, he really retreated from that. That was nuts.
Hydralisks are just taking care of these tanks and Goliath. He's gonna have to
died. Like, yeah, he needed to have held that with his life. Like, just put all his Goliaths and tanks up there.
Where were the units?
3 upgrades on the Hydralisks.
2-3 on the tanks. GG!
Look how quick that turned around.
Wow.
I was kind of looking at it like, how is StRyKeR gonna win this for a moment?